Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Simple Life Show. My name is Joe, as always. I am your Sherpa out there. I'm going to kind of be breaking down a few things. I ran across this article about Benn Hinn. If you don't know who Benn Hinn is, he is a well-known televangelist and preacher. He travels the nation. He does healing sessions for people. If you've never seen him, it's actually quite entertaining. I've watched him before on the television. I've seen a lot of his videos. I mean, I think in a lot of ways the guy's a complete charlatan. At least he was a complete charlatan, where he was supposedly almost raising people from the dead, right? And curing all kinds of illnesses, right? So, we should take Benn Hinn and actually put him in, give him a full-time job at the hospital, because then we wouldn't have, any problems. We wouldn't even need doctors. However, this was actually a really, really good story that I came across. Benn Hinn is actually rejecting the prosperity gospel. Now, this is just part of the type of stuff that he was talking about, the prosperity gospel. If you know Joel Osteen is probably the godfather of the prosperity gospel. He's written a lot of books, made a lot of videos, made a lot of money, millions of dollars. He flies around a jet, and he has a big old church, right? He came under a lot of flack for supposedly closing off his church to, people that needed a place to stay and stuff like that through some climactic issues that were going on not too long ago. So he's doing fine. He's still doing fine. Joel Osteen is doing fine. But however, Benn Hinn is actually going through a spiritual awakening, it seems. And he is rejecting the prosperity gospel. Now, the prosperity gospel is all about how much money you have. And if you pray hard enough and you give enough, then it will be given back to you. I know that we have seen those types of late night televangelist type of programs on where they're selling healing holy water and all kinds of different type of stuff that will make you rich, right? If you just give enough, then you'll actually get something back in return, right? So I don't agree with this at all. I am pleasantly surprised at Benn Hinn. I did not like him before. I'm actually starting to like him now. I hope that he actually sticks with this. He's actually rejecting this prosperity gospel and getting back to what the real gospel is, which is all about charity. It's all about loving your neighbor. It's everything that Jesus was talking about, right? And this is something that is really important. I think it's really inspiring that Benn Hinn, after all this time, 20 or some odd years of this, that he's actually coming back full circle to what it really means to be a follower of Christ, a follower of God. I don't care what religion you are. Following God means loving your neighbor, right? It's really simple. All you got to do is just read everything that Jesus said and follow that, right? You don't have to worry about all the details because they're all taken care of for you. We have this concept of right and wrong, good and evil, and we get that through our relationship with God that we've had since birth. And now Benn Hinn is actually coming full circle. He's starting to reread the Bible now. He's starting to read the Bible that he obviously hasn't been reading for 20 years. He says when he read the Bible now, he doesn't see the Bible in the same way, with the same eyes that he saw 20 years ago. So maybe now he's just beginning to read the Bible. So that's a really positive story. I thought I would share this with you. I'm sure that he's probably going to upset a lot of his followers that are used to his type of preaching, his type of prosperity gospel, because, hey, everybody wants to be rich, right? Why not intermingle religion with that? That is the most dangerous things that you could possibly do. That's why these people are worse than the militant atheists out there that are having people shy away from God in general. They are making a mockery of religion. They're making a mockery of the gospel, and they should be held accountable for that. And I think that Benn Hinn is actually getting out in front of it, and he's actually coming full circle. There is a video here of him talking about this, and I did want to play it for you, so I will go ahead and play that for you right now.
The flesh must be broken, must be out of the way. And today, sadly, among a lot of circles, All you hear is how to build the flesh. It's a feel-good message. That's what you hear out there. It's all about feel good, do good, all that. Make money, all the rest of it. And I'm sorry to say that prosperity has gone a little crazy. And I'm correcting my own theology. And you need to all know it. Because when I read the Bible now, I don't see the Bible in the same eyes I saw the Bible 20 years ago. And Steve Strang from Charisma, whom we go back years, he was in my wedding. People don't even know that Charisma magazine began with my father-in-law. Charisma magazine started with Roy Harden, and I married his daughter. So Steve Strang was in my wedding. We go way back. And he's already asked me, said, are you ready to make it public? I said, well, not totally.
Okay, I just wanted to kind of just show you just a little bit of video clip of him and his confession, I guess, to his congregation. Now, if you'll notice, there was a lot of silence in that congregation. There was a lot of looks of almost disdain on some of the people's faces. They're so used to that message of intertwining religion and wealth that if you follow God and you follow Jesus' law and his rule and his teachings, then you will be rewarded. And that is false teaching. We are not promised anything, especially wealth and riches. That is anti-gospel. Okay? And unfortunately, we still see a lot of this prevalent in religion right now, where there's a lot of false prophets and false teachers going on, telling us that as long as we follow and as long as we give to the televangelist or whatever church it is, then we'll be rewarded. That's not how this works, people. That's not how any of this works. It's just like that commercial. That's not how religion works. That's not how faith in God works. We are not promised anything. In fact, we are promised suffering in this world because we are not very popular. Christians are not popular. People of any kind of religion are not very popular in this secular society. But it's a really good thing that I see that Benn Hinn is one of the few that's coming full circle. I hope that more people come forward and they change their tune when it comes to the gospel. So until next time, keep a simple life. It was good talking to you. I'll see you next time. Have a great day.